your Big 2 local weather authority forecast. We warn you first with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Well, good morning, everybody. We've got some pretty cloudy conditions out there. Very cold conditions, too. You can actually see the cloud cover, even though the sun hasn't even come up yet. It actually looks a little cloudy on the West Texas State Bank weather cam. Good news also, traffic, not too bad right now. Now, as far as temperatures go, things are very, very cold. We're going to be dealing with some much colder temperatures today than what we saw yesterday. 55 degrees was our high temperature, coming in pretty shy of that 60-degree normal for this time of year, even though our lows were actually a little bit above average. Curious, but that happens sometimes. Sometimes when we get a cold front, things switch up on us. Kind of like today, things are switching up on us. Our high temperature actually came through at midnight. 44 degrees was where we were, and we're slowly going to be cooling down to that 34-degree low by the time we get to this evening. Normal for this time of year, dropping down 1 more degree as well. That's going to continue to happen as we get closer to the new season. Winter is on the horizon, but for some of us, it already feels like winter. 37 degrees, our current temperature for Odessa Midland, 34 for Hobbs and for Seminole. Now keep in mind, freezing is 32 degrees. So anything above that freezing line is not going to allow that water to ice over. So even in the northern basin, we're still dealing with temperatures above freezing, and that is good news. But as we go on through the day today, we're not going to be warming up by too much. Again, our highest temperatures came through at midnight at 44 degrees. So we're not likely to warm up to the 40s at any point in the future for today. It's going to be another very cold day today. 38 degrees by 4 p.m. Wind speeds coming out of the northeast, pulling in that cold air. But notice how long we're going to see rain showers persisting through the day today. It's going to be a very rainy day. In fact, we're already seeing a lot of that rain swinging on through West Texas right now. Zooming into some of it across the northern basin actually is a little bit of wintry mix. We've got some sleet possibly falling right now just outside of our viewing area, and maybe a little bit of that just off to the northern edge of the basin. Now, most of us across the way are going to see rain. Odessa Midland just looking at some regular liquid rain for now. South of I-10, tons and tons of liquid rain, but it's going to stay liquid too, because we're not going to see those temperatures drop below freezing south of I-10 particularly. Now, the source of all this moisture is actually coming from the Gulf of California. That's all flowing towards us here in West Texas. We've got this low pressure system here that made its way ashore in the state of California. That's tracking off to the east too. As all of that pushes towards us here in West Texas, a good bit of energy coming through with that low pressure system, a lot of moisture flowing through, and that cold front all combining, all coming together to give us this winter weather advisory going into effect at 6 a.m., lasting until 12 noon Saturday. So we've got a little while before this begins to expire, and we've got a couple of different areas of interest. Now, here for our viewing area, it's really just the northernmost counties in the basin, Lee County and the northernmost portion, not extending as far south as Ector or Midland County, but we will see a lot of rain for today. We've got a lot of that moving off to the north and east, continuing to track on through for most of the day today, but it's not until tomorrow morning that we really see our temperatures dip below freezing. By around 4 a.m., we could be dealing with a chance for some snow in the northern tip of the basin. Eddy County looking a little bit snowy. Same story for the Van Horn and the Davis Mountains, but that'll clear out by the time we get to around 12 noon on Saturday. Good news too, our high temperatures warm up above 40 degrees tomorrow, and not only will that be warm, it'll be warm enough to melt any standing ice or snow that did fall earlier in the day and allow that to evaporate. So it's going to be cold today, very rainy today, very cloudy as well. 38 degrees our afternoon temperature. Tomorrow we dip down to 31, so if you drive to work tomorrow morning, make sure you give yourself a little extra time to get there, because you could be dealing with ice, possibly even snow as far south as Odessa Midland, but that clears out by Sunday and we warm up by Monday.